hear ye, all Christians. The jig is up. Finally, the Democrats are starting to reveal their disdain towards Christianity, probably towards other religions too. Any religion that doesn't appease certain classes of people. I guess they had a little town hall meeting the other day with the gay and lesbian and the GBD double Q3 negative 3725 semicolon dot slash backslash group. And these Democrats were pandering so much towards the gay and lesbian community. It was ridiculous. Now here's what I don't get. They approached this whole situation, every group that they pander towards, as if this is 1920 and they're suffering from real oppression. And they just totally will ride over almost everybody else's rights. They try to give them additional rights. They try to implement the government into protecting them as if this is some civil rights movement and it's equal to like slavery or something like that. They always go overboard. And they talk so much about separation of state and church, but then they want to stick their knuckles in the church. And so even though all of these panders on the stage claim they're Christians, it's funny how they manage to come up with this alternative form of Christianity that punishes Christians or churches if they don't agree with certain lifestyles. Look, the church is controversial. The Bible is controversial, okay? It doesn't just talk about gay and lesbians. It talks about fornicators. It talks about adulterers. It talks about murders. You can't hide from the truth, okay? The Bible will go right down your street. Nobody's judging them, but you're also not going to make the church accept certain things that the church stands against. And yet these politicians want to get the state involved. Yeah, we're going to make you do it or we're going to punish you. And this is what makes our antennas go up like, see, I knew they were gunning for us. See, so here's the point I'm trying to make. If you say, okay, well, this church right here don't believe in gay marriage, but we're going to force you to marry gay couples, then what's to say other lifestyles or other things that the Bible or the church disagrees with, you can't force them to do that. I mean, what happens when a person says, well, you know what? I'm a natural born killer. Okay. We're going to force the church to embrace this. All kind of stuff can come in when you say, well, we're going to legislate this right now and say, hey, if the church don't agree, we're going to punish you. What else? What else are you going to force the church to do? And this is why we don't trust the Democrats, okay? We just don't trust them. And then every once in a while, they leak it out. Listen to this.
Some prominent Democrats now say that churches and other religious institutions should lose their tax-exempt status if they don't support gay marriage. Listen to two 2020 Democratic presidential candidates at an LGBT town hall last night.
Beta O'Rourke.
Do you think religious institutions like colleges, churches, charities, should they lose their tax-exempt status if they oppose same-sex marriage?
Yes. See, Beta is the one that always, I don't even think he thinks it through. He really doesn't. I mean, just like with the guns and the wall. Would you tear down this wall? They can get this guy to agree to anything because he's a panderer. Would you tear down this wall if you could? Yes. Would you take guns away from? Yes. Everything is yes. He don't even think about it. Would you punish the church for not marrying gay couples? Yes. You know, don't even think about it because he's a pander. He looks out in the audience and say, what crowd am I in front of? I'm in front of the gay, lesbian, or anything that they ask me. Yes, I would agree to it. Reparations, yes. Unbelievable.
Can be no benefit, no tax break for anyone or any institution, any organization in America that denies the full human rights and the full civil rights of every single.
Now that sounds good and all. Nobody's denying them human rights or civil rights, okay? If you don't like the church you're in because they won't marry a gay couple, go to another one. There's plenty of liberal churches out there that would probably do it. You know, what's the big deal? See, this is the problem. They don't leave room for individuality. The left says everybody must comply or else there's a punishment. This is not a dictatorship here. I mean, look, it's pretty much an open market. Keep shopping until you find a church that will marry a gay couple. But don't muscle a church that says, nah, I'm not comfortable with it. And see, I got a gut feeling they would only do this towards Christian churches. See, notice when the Muslim churches Muslim bakeries decided we're not going to bake a cake for a gay couple, there was no people outside of the Muslim bakery talking about shame, shame, shame. Nobody. There was no legislation posed. There was no outcry. They didn't even have it on CNN, MSNBC, or none of that stuff. They don't care about that stuff. Nobody was trying to sue them. It all comes down to Christianity because, Christianity kind of bumps up against a lot of the civil and social policies that the left is pushing. We're the voice of reason oftentimes, of morality, and nobody wants their conscience offended. We don't want you telling us what we're doing is not right. We don't want you saying, are you really going to do that? How did you see it? Well, don't get off my conscience, man. You know what you are? You're a hater. And you know what? We're all about love. See, they will cover any activity by throwing love on top of it and saying, okay, just because we smear love all over it, if you don't agree with this, then obviously you're a hateful person because it's all about love. You have to love everything. You have to love it. Let's hear some more.
One of us.
Yeah, they need to follow the law. People can have their own individual religious beliefs, but we're not going to discriminate against people just because of who they are.
So those comments causing backlash?
So you're going to go ahead then and discriminate against Christians and say, hey, listen, we're going to make you trample all over your convictions, all over your religious beliefs. We're going to smash that, force this down your throat and tell you it's for equality and all of that stuff. That is absolutely ridiculous. And this is why they're going to lose in 2020, because they can't contain the craziness. It keeps leaking out, all of their motives, all of the stuff that they try to say. That's not what we're trying to do. When they get in front of a crowd that they feel they need to pander towards, they forget the cameras on them, and they're going to leave a trail of agreeing to the stuff that everybody sits back and go, I got a gut feeling y'all coming after my guns. No, we're not. Then they get in front of, oh yeah, I'll take the guns. I got a feeling y'all trying to have open borders. No, we're not. But we want to decriminalize coming across the border illegally. I got a gut feeling y'all coming after freedom of speech. No, we're not. But in New York, you better not say an illegal immigrant or illegal alien. No, you can't do that. I got a feeling it's a war on Christianity. No, it's not. We just spend all our time taking down churches and crosses, rather, out in public. We spend all our time putting bills on the floor to remove so help me God. We just spend all our time thinking about how we can penalize the church for not marrying gay couples. See, it leaks out because they're panders. And when they get in front of the crowds, you know what? They ain't thinking it through like, whoa, what message am I going to send to the masses? This group that I'm here in front of right now is a very small group of people compared to the rest of the United States. So now I'm appeased, 200-300 people, but yet scare 200,000, maybe 40-50 million people in the United States are Christians. Like, wait a minute. What did he just say? So this is the type of stuff that makes our antennas go up. And this is why we cannot let them win in 2020. Man, they will open up the floodgates for anything to go. Trust me. They'll be like, all right, come on, everybody, we're in. Let's go. But anyway, I thought that was pretty crazy right there. And there's some more stuff that took place during that town hall meeting too. I'll probably be talking about that on Wednesday. So check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Find me on Facebook and the Twitter. Make sure you still subscribe and hit all notifications too. And then check out Extreme Tees, my sponsor. If you like something, put my name in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And I think that might be it. Yeah. Oh, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom to do that as well. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.